Yeah.
So the Anunnaki, they came here, created a bunch of slave workers so they didn't have to work, so they could mine the gold and send it back to their ship or their planet, because their planet needed it for the atmosphere. And then they were like, man, we're tired of working, we need a slave. And they were like, let's make a slave that can repopulate themselves. And that was the story in Lil Enki.
Yeah.
And so then Enki was the one who created us, but gave us the spark of life so that we could reproduce and stay here. And then I believe that Enlil was against that, or that's how the story goes.
Yeah.
He was against that because you're not supposed to go to different planets and tinker with the DNA of the population because the cause and effect.
Yeah.
Because of the implications. Because now you're responsible for those beings you created, especially if they're
my problem. So those stories, like, so I hear people talk on YouTube, right? And I'm not an expert. Some are like, I read it in they're like, I've read it in the actual language and stuff, and I question it sometimes. But like, I've read it in English, so that I give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, there's probably stuff that like doesn't translate into English well, or maybe they're not translating it because they don't want to like throw a monkey wrench or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, to me, like when I hear them on that, I'm like, no, that doesn't make any sense.